god. I'm just gonna sit here and have a conversation with the rain. Florida, talk to me, baby. Why are you always crying? Huh? What makes you so emotional? Like, why are you so unstable? Is it because 50 years from now you're gonna be underwater? Is that why? It's okay, baby. It's okay. Just take all the Trump supporters with you. You'll be fine. You'll be doing all of us a favor. Let me stop.
See what life should be like.
Hey guys, it's Brianna, and for today's video, I'm gonna be doing a thrift flip. This past weekend, the Goodwill in my neighborhood had a 50% off sale at everything in the store. But I didn't get that much stuff because I already have a lot of like stuff that I bought or like that needs to be upcycled. So I didn't go too crazy. I only got a couple things, and I'm gonna be doing those things that I got and some of the stuff that I already have. So let's get started. The first item are these denim jeans that I got from my auntie. So I already had this, and it has this like super cute embroidery, like flower embroidery on it, and I took the liberty of taking off the pockets because I knew I was gonna have to alter it. And the pockets have like that embroidery, have that embroidery on them too, super cute. And for this one, I'm just gonna be altering it to fit me. We'll see how it turns out. So I have the pants on, and the first thing I'm gonna do is take it in at the inseam, just so the legs are a little bit less bulky.
The first thing I did is mark inwards 1 inch along the inseam of my pants. If the legs of your pants already fit the way you like, you can skip this step. Then I pinned along the markings so that nothing would move while I was sewing. Next, I'm going to put my pants back on inside out and make 2 even darts on the back. If you take in your pants at the middle, the pockets will be misplaced and look weird. I used bobby pins to hold the darts in place at the top so I don't poke myself, and then I used pins the rest of the way down. After sewing everything down, I cut off the excess fabric from the inseam and the darts and sewed a zigzag stitch along the edge to finish it. This is what the back looks like after making the darts, and the last step is to sew the pockets back onto the pants. After sewing on the pockets, I thought the pants still looked a little plain, so I cut off the bottom hem of the legs and made slits at the knees, and then distressed them with a pair of tweezers. I really like how these pants turned out. They were already really cute before, and now that they fit and I added the distressing, they kind of give off a Y2K baggy jeans type of vibe.
The next item is this beautiful blue floor length skirt, and it has these like cute floral patterns on it. It is so cute. I'm not gonna do much to this one because I already love the way it looks.
The first thing I'm going to do is take in the skirt at the back seam using the same technique that I used for the jeans. After pinning the skirt past my butt, I used a ruler to extend the marking and tapered it inwards towards the end.
So I just finished taking in the back of the skirt, and I was looking at this piece that I cut off, and I was thinking, this is the perfect amount for me to do some ruching. So I'm gonna do like a side slit ruching like this picture right here, and I think that's gonna be really cute.
To do the ruching, I first marked the point where I wanted the slit to start. Then I drew a line from that mark to the end of the skirt and marked 3 inches on either side of the line. Next, I connected each mark to the top of the line and then cut the triangle out. After cutting out the triangle, I pinned a rolled hem along the slit. A good tip is to iron down the hem so that it's easier to sew. Using some scrap fabric, I pinned a piece of fabric above the slit that was about 1.5 inches wide. Then I'm going to sew along either side of the rectangle and down the middle. This is going to be the channel for the string that I'm going to thread through to create the ruching. I sewed together 1-inch strips of fabric and used that to make the string for the ruching. I thread the string through the channel and that's it. I have a really cute ruched summery skirt. This skirt turned out perfectly and I'll definitely be wearing it a lot.
The next item is completely random. It's actually a medical scrub. My aunt is a nurse and she has like a whole this whole bag of like a whole bunch of scrubs and stuff, and I took a few of them. So today I'm gonna be doing this one, and it's like this not floral, like plant-y butterfly print. It reminds me of like the Y2K like print, floral, butterfly, whatever, because that's in right now. So I'm gonna try to recreate those triangle spaghetti strap tops. We'll see how it turns out.
First, I'm going to take my bust measurements. Then I'm going to measure about 3 inches above my bust to just under my bust. The bottom of my triangle is going to be my bust measurement plus 2 inches. Then at the center, I'm going to make a vertical line with my second measurement. Next, I'm going to curve the bottom line, then draw 2 lines connecting it at the top. I'm going to cut out this triangle shape twice because they're going to be the cups of my top. Then I sewed a really loose straight stitch along the curved edge so I could gather it. After sewing, I'm going to gather the fabric until it's the same width as my original bust measurement. For the trim and the straps of the top, I used this contrasting green fabric that I had and cut it to be 1.5 inches wide and 65 inches long. I cut some of the trim to be the same length as one side of the triangle, then pinned and sewed them right sides together. After sewing the trim, I'm going to fold it over to the other side of the fabric, making sure to tuck in the raw edge, then pin it down. I made sure to sew close to the edge of the fabric to give it a neater look. I did the same thing to the other side of the triangle, but this time the trim was 24 inches long to account for the straps of the top. I'm an A cup, so you're going to want to add between 2 and 4 inches to this length for every cup size up from an A. For the body of my top, I'm going to measure across my body. Then I'm going to measure the length from under my bust to where I want the top to reach. I'm going to cut out a rectangle with these measurements, leaving a little bit of room for seam allowance. Then I'm going to cut out 2 more rectangles that are the same length, but only 1/4 of the width of my body. Next, I'm going to pin the smaller rectangles to either side of the large one and sew them together. After sewing them together, I did a rolled hem along 3 sides, leaving one of the long sides unhemmed. Then I pinned another strip of the trim fabric that was 50 inches long to the unhemmed side of the rectangle. I made sure to line up the center of my trim to the center of my rectangle so that I had an even amount on either side to tie the top. Doing the same thing that I did for the triangles of the top, I folded the trim to the other side. But before sewing it down, I pinned the triangles to the center of the rectangle. The last step is to pin and sew the straps to the back of the top. This top was definitely kind of a challenge, but it turned out so cute and I'm absolutely in love with it.